Enter the zone. 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 Enter the zone.
Y'all know who it is. My name is The Indicator. Enough said on that one. Enter the zone. Holla. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Enter the Zone. My name is The Indicator. Today we got a special guest on the show. I'm going to go to my left, introduce this young brother. First of all, thanks for being on the show, homie. I appreciate it.
Man. Thanks for having me.
Tell my viewers who you are, where you're from, and what you do.
My name is Naseem X. I'm from Philadelphia, originally 23rd and Diamond, raised up here in the Northeast. I'm an artist. I do hip hop pretty much, basically. So,
How long have you been doing music?
I've been doing music for over about 3 years now. I started taking it seriously about a year back, and I said, you know what, this is my calling. I usually like to help out people, but I said I want to do something that's for me.
I actually met you at a showcase not long ago down at the old club Faisal, if anybody's familiar with Faisal. I think it's called Ultra or Azure or something like that now.
Right.
But now how'd you get involved with that particular showcase and that particular promoter?
Actually, it was a promoter. He pretty much he sent me an email. I reached out to him. I called him. He told me he was doing a show for management. It's a good opportunity. And it was last minute because he actually called me about like 4 days before the event. So I had to work hard in getting these tracks ready and getting the songs ready, make sure it was, studio ready and ready already. I didn't want to go out there and make a fool of myself. So, and I went out there, I met you, did my thing out there, and, I had fun.
Where do you think our scene is? When I say our scene, I'm talking about the Philly scene and musically between hip hop and R&B. And where are we musically?
Okay. Musically, I think right now, I think we're going at a good pace. There's a lot of stuff going on in Philly right now. Meek Mill's right now, he's really the one that's really buzzing from the city. We got a lot of good R&B artists that's coming up on the upcoming. A lot of rappers that's coming up.
Where do you think you need to be as an artist to take it to that next level?
As far as where I need to be as an artist, I want to increase my fan base. Of course, network with a lot of good people, like yourself. Where I can take it to a whole nother level, be heard. My thing is always giving back to the community, giving back to society in the whole. So that way we can bring not just us, bring the rappers, all this, type of drama, bring us together, increase more love and stuff like that.
A lot of times we get caught up in our own thing because Philly is really an artist town. Everybody in Philly that I've come across recently are artists.
Right.
So when you're putting out your music, your situation, your projects or whatever, it's hard for folks to support because they're an artist themselves.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's always been something that Philly's been known for. We're definitely an artist town for those that don't know.
Right, yeah.
We're an artist town.
Very competitive town.
Oh man, absolutely.
Right.
What's your process in terms of a musical day in the studio? How do you do? Do you write to the beat? Do you hear the beat first? Write lyrics? Do you have lyrics already prepared and then fit them to a beat? How do you do that?
Pretty much, I can go either way with it. Sometimes I have stuff that's already written. I just need to find that beat to match it.
Right.
Sometimes I can just hear a beat and I like, I like that beat. I can feel what type of vibe it is. And, me in the studio, sometimes I'm in the studio all day to 4 or 5 in the morning.
Right.
So, you gotta put in those man hours if you want to, make it in this type of business.
Oh, absolutely. Who are some of the producers that you're working with? who you've worked with and who you're currently working with.
Okay, some producers. I recently prior worked with Milk Boy Studios.
Okay.
They was a Grammy winner with studios. They recorded stuff for like Usher,
Okay.
Guilty, in the B Room, a lot of other artists. But I also right now the art engineer that I'm working with now, his name is Super.
Okay.
So he's pretty much going to be producing my whole EP that I'm coming out with, my EPK. So that's pretty much the
Cool.
producing.
Me too cute fi mix up and blend. So tell a girl she fi go with her argument. Me stress free 'cause me know in a excitement. Them give way free but no man not there beside them. Some girl a hype on me, yes a man a hide them. And a spy.
Every man grab a girl,
And every girl grab a man.
man to man, girl to girl, that's wrong.
And them.
All when a night, you feel like sun hot when you coming on a ramping shot.
Make sure you know if you know. And I not chat, ya chat.
Punish that me be broke, you
Triangle. A lot of pain, a lot of pressures I've handled. I've been through the struggles and I never get tangled. Like for the angel, it's not a bed of roses. You talk about the wilderness, I've been there. Sleepless nights, I only get a couple doses. I know I live my life.
Do you have anything that's currently out?
Yeah, I have a couple tracks that's out. One is Just My Thoughts, which is pretty much getting a lot of buzz, a lot of attention of industry professionals.
Okay.
Right now, I got like a 95% rating online, so I think that's pretty much the main one that's doing good. Also, If We Try, Party Started, which is kind of like a party type scene. So.
You brought up the internet. How has the internet, the World Wide Web, been for your movement?
Oh, it's been very great, very successful. Promoting social media is pretty much took things to a whole different level. A lot of people get to hear your music. I found out I'm on websites I never even knew. I clicked on, I'm like, oh wow, I'm on this website.
Okay,
like, it's kinda cool.
With these sites like YouTube and Vimeo and all the other video websites, in terms of your music videos or your live performances, how have people received your live performance? I actually saw you at that showcase.
Right.
Great performance, y'all. Great performance.
Thank you.
But
Appreciate it.
how do the other listeners, the fans of your music, the people who are first being exposed to your music, how do they receive you on your live performance or your videos online?
They love it. Some reach out to me and say, you know what, as far as my performance when you was there, a lot of people came out. I met a lot of great people say, you know what, I had fun. I like your style. I love your performance. So they opened up a lot of opportunities. As far as fan base, I've seen that I have like fans in like Indonesia, Japan, and I was like, oh wow, that's it's like a good start, little international buzz.
Absolutely.
I mean, so I was trying to small buzz to hopefully expand.
Absolutely. Do you yourself handle your own music production, or do you work with an outside producer?
Pretty much I handle my own music production because I
Okay.
produce it too, as well as when I work with my engineer, we just collab.
Okay, cool. So you heard that. So he is a producer. He's an artist. He's doing his thing. Tell me, does Philly, and I always ask this sometimes of artists when they come through, is Philly amenable to its artists in terms of support? You know what I mean? We're in Philly. We're
Right.
from Philly.
Right.
And folks that know Philly know that Philadelphia is an artist town.
Yes.
But are people amenable to your to supporting you?
That's a good question too. It's kind of like a trick question. As far as like you said, it is an artist town. It's a very competitive town. So when it comes to Philly, other artists really supporting other artists is kind of tough.
Okay.
Because everyone an artist, they don't like saying, oh, that artist hot because I'm an artist. But me, I'm different. If I see artists shining and they doing their thing, I like to show love.
Right.
I'm there to support. I can't speak for everyone else, but as far as the city, I think we need to come more together.
Do you have any label deals, any production deals in the work that you're shopping, or you're just doing straight indie, and then once you're done, you're going to go that route in terms of distribution?
Right now, I'm pretty much I'm open. I work with Tony Brown. He's a manager from up New York.
Okay.
And he's pretty much networked me with some great people. I also spoke to Ms. Gail. She's a A&R for Unruly Records, and also Atlantic Records. So I'm pretty much trying to get out there right now. It's pretty much everything's independent, like indie.
Right.
So hopefully if I land up, God bless me with something.
Now, speaking of management, how's your management situation? Are you with Tony Brown as a client, or are you searching for management? Or?
Right now it's like 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Okay.
Nothing's been signed, no contract signed like that. So we kind of like trying to generate something. So I'm pretty much still in the limbo loop as far as management goes.
Okay. So all the managers, y'all need to check them out. Absolutely. Who inspires you musically?
Rakim.
Okay.
Because they like poet, and plus they speak about the things that's going on in society, in the world, and that kind of like relates to what my style is.
Okay.
Michael Jackson, because he wanted always to change the world and stuff like that, and people like Babyface, Usher,
Okay.
parents.
What was that point that you said, you know what, music is my calling, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it full out, all out?
I mean, like I said, I used to do it on and off for
Okay.
a while, and then as one time I was sitting there, I said, there's a lot of artists that's making it, you know what I mean?
Right.
And and I feel what they're doing, and I said, I think that I have at least a slight chance of maybe
Okay.
doing it if I have time to maybe go open-heartedly full. I had to quit my job, of course, to go hard in the music because I just didn't have the time. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna quit my job, and then this is what I want to do. This is my career. This is my
Okay.
calling. I think this is what I'm made for. 'Cause
Okay. What lessons, what thoughts can you leave the up-and-comers that are watching you right now? What lessons can you leave for them in terms of getting into the business and maintaining yourself in the business?
Be yourself. At all times, be yourself. Be real. Be humble. You never know who you're sitting next to. You never know who you're performing for. So always go with open mindset that bring your A game and say I'm gonna give it my all. Every time I do something, I put my heart into it. I don't care if it's a small venue or a big venue. I'm gonna do it 100%, 110% every time.
Absolutely.
So show love, be supportive, and like I said, just be mindful of your surroundings. And network too. You got to network.
Absolutely.
And you got to put that time in. You got to grind. You can't think that something's going to be handed to you. You got to go work for it because nobody get nothing for free, and you got to work for what you want.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Words of wisdom for the up-and-comers that are watching. How can the viewers, the folks that are watching you now, the up-and-comers that are watching you, how can they reach out to you?
You can always reach out to me on Twitter. I'm always on Twitter at Naseem X. And you can always follow me on Facebook too at Naseem. It's Naseem X.
Well, I want to take this time and opportunity to say thank you for coming through.
Appreciate it, man.
This is Naseem X. I am the indicator Naseem X. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Enter the Zone.
Indicator. Check him out.
Peace.
Enter the zone. Enter the zone. Enter the zone. Enter the zone. Enter the zone.